Introduction. Love is a powerful force, but when paired with wisdom, intention, and emotional discipline, values at the heart of Stoicism, it becomes something even deeper. In today's world of fast connections and fleeting emotions, genuine expressions of love can often go unnoticed. Yet when a woman truly loves a man, her actions speak louder than any words. These are not grand gestures for show, but quiet, powerful choices made from the heart. In this video, we'll explore 6 meaningful things women do only for the men they deeply love, through the lens of Stoic philosophy, where strength, self-awareness, and loyalty guide every decision. 1. Vulnerability without fear. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in truth, it's one of the greatest forms of courage. To be vulnerable without fear means showing up as your authentic self, flaws, emotions, and all, without hiding behind masks or defenses. It's the willingness to be seen fully, even when you can't control the outcome. In relationships, vulnerability is the bridge to real connection. It's what allows two people to move past surface-level interactions and step into something genuine, meaningful, and lasting. Many people avoid vulnerability because they fear rejection, judgment, or abandonment. But when we allow those fears to rule us, we stay emotionally guarded and disconnected. Living with emotional walls may protect you from pain, but it also blocks joy, love, and intimacy. Vulnerability invites others to see the real you, not a curated version, but the person behind the curtain. And that is where true connection lives. To practice vulnerability without fear, start by acknowledging your feelings. Name them without shame. Whether it's sadness, excitement, fear, or love, let yourself feel. Then choose safe people to share those feelings with, those who have earned your trust. Remember, vulnerability doesn't mean oversharing with everyone. It means being honest with the right people at the right time. Ironically, the more you practice vulnerability, the more confident and grounded you become. Because real strength doesn't come from pretending to be invulnerable. It comes from standing in your truth, unshaken by the fear of how others might respond. When you live vulnerably, you live freely. You stop performing and start connecting. You stop hiding and start healing. And that's where the magic begins. Silent sacrifices, the love that speaks without words. Silent sacrifices are the unseen efforts, the unspoken decisions, and the quiet acts of love that often go unnoticed but are deeply felt. These sacrifices don't come with applause or recognition, yet they are some of the most profound expressions of care, loyalty, and devotion. Whether it's a parent working extra hours without complaint to provide for their family, a partner biting their tongue during conflict to preserve peace, or a friend canceling their own plans to support someone in need, these are the quiet moments that shape the strength of our relationships. What makes silent sacrifices so powerful is their selflessness. The person making them usually expects nothing in return. They're driven by love, duty, or a deep understanding of another's needs. But because these actions are often invisible, they can easily be overlooked, leading the giver to feel unappreciated or emotionally depleted over time. That's why it's essential to recognize and value the silent sacrifices made by those around us. Paying attention to the small things, the way someone always checks on you, stays up late to listen, or gives up something for your benefit, shows emotional intelligence and gratitude. Even a simple thank you or acknowledgement can go a long way in keeping the connection alive and mutual respect intact. At the same time, if you're someone who gives silently, it's important to know your worth. Express your needs gently, and don't be afraid to set boundaries. Love should flow both ways. Silent sacrifices are noble, but they should never be the foundation for silent suffering. In the end, it's not always the loudest gestures that matter most. It's the quiet, consistent ones that build trust, deepen bonds, and stand the test of time. 3. Emotional support during his lows. Supporting a man emotionally during his lows is one of the most meaningful ways to build trust, intimacy, and long-term connection. Many men are conditioned to suppress their emotions or feel like they must always be strong. So when they open up or show vulnerability, it's a significant moment that deserves thoughtful care. Your emotional support during these times can serve as a powerful anchor, helping him feel safe, seen, and accepted. Start by offering a non-judgmental space. This means listening without interrupting, analyzing, or trying to fix the problem right away. Sometimes what he needs most is simply someone to sit with him in the discomfort, affirming that he's not alone. A calm presence and validating words like, "I'm here for you," or "It's okay to feel this way," can do more than any grand advice. It's also important to recognize the signs when he's pulling back emotionally. Men often express distress differently, through silence, frustration, or withdrawal. Don't take this personally. Instead, gently check in with him and let him know you're available when he's ready to talk. Your patience shows maturity and builds emotional safety. Avoid minimizing his experience with phrases like, "It's not that bad," or "Just stay positive." While well-intentioned, these can make him feel unheard. Instead, mirror his feelings. "That sounds really tough," or "I can see why you'd feel overwhelmed." Ultimately, being emotionally supportive means showing up consistently, respecting his emotional rhythm, and encouraging open communication. When a man feels emotionally supported, he's more likely to open up, deepen the bond, and view the relationship as a true partnership, one where he can bring his whole self, struggles included, without fear of judgment or rejection. Respecting his purpose. In any healthy relationship, mutual respect is a cornerstone. But one area that's often overlooked is respecting a man's sense of purpose. A man's purpose is his inner compass, the driving force that fuels his ambitions, goals, and the legacy he wants to create in the world. When a woman honors and supports that purpose, it strengthens the emotional foundation of the relationship and empowers both partners to thrive individually and together. Respecting his purpose doesn't mean sacrificing your own needs or dreams. Instead, it's about recognizing that men often find identity, direction, and even emotional stability through their pursuits, whether it's career, a creative path, community service, entrepreneurship, or spiritual growth. Encouraging his journey shows that you value who he is beyond the relationship, which builds trust, admiration, and deep connection. This respect shows up in small, powerful ways, giving him space to focus, asking questions about his goals, and speaking words of encouragement during setbacks. It also means avoiding criticism or guilt when his time or energy is devoted to his mission, as long as it's balanced and done with integrity. When a man feels supported in his purpose, he's more likely to show up with confidence, clarity, and commitment, not just to his vision, but to you as well. Ultimately, honoring a man's purpose is not about placing him above you. It's about understanding that when you both support each other's paths, you create a partnership built on purpose, passion, and mutual respect. That kind of love lasts. Guarding his reputation. Guarding a man's reputation isn't about shielding him from all criticism or pretending he's perfect. It's about honoring his character through your words, actions, and loyalty, especially when he's not around to defend himself. In any close relationship, romantic, professional, or familial, how you speak about him to others says a lot about the depth of your respect. Reputation is a fragile yet powerful currency. It takes years to build and only moments to damage. A wise woman or partner understands that tearing down her man in public, even in small joking ways, can plant seeds of doubt in others' minds, and even in his own confidence. Guarding his reputation also means supporting him when others criticize unfairly. That doesn't mean denying faults, but rather offering context, grace, and a reminder of his growth or values. If you need to address issues, do it privately, not as public entertainment or venting fuel for friends. Respecting him behind his back builds trust in front of his face. This principle also extends to social media and online presence. Refrain from airing private arguments or embarrassing moments in public forums. Elevate him by highlighting his strengths, sharing appreciation, or simply protecting what's sacred between you. Ultimately, guarding his reputation doesn't mean blind loyalty. It means wise loyalty. It means believing the best, speaking with intention, and recognizing that your voice holds power. When you guard his reputation with integrity, you build a foundation of trust and respect that reinforces the relationship from the inside out. It tells him, "I'm with you, I see your worth, and I honor it, both in private and in public." And that's a form of love and loyalty that lasts. 6. Choosing him. Everyday love is not just a feeling, it's a decision. And one of the most powerful decisions you can make in a committed relationship is to choose your partner, not just once, but every single day. Choosing him every day means making a conscious effort to stay emotionally present, supportive, and connected, even when life gets busy, stressful, or uncertain. It's about showing up for him in both the exciting moments and the ordinary ones. Real love isn't built only on grand gestures or perfect circumstances. It's built on the quiet consistency of choosing your person through highs and lows. When you choose him daily, you're reaffirming your commitment not only with words, but through your actions. It can be as simple as a kind touch in passing, actively listening when he speaks, offering encouragement when he's doubting himself, or creating space for him to feel seen and supported. It's also about choosing to forgive, to be patient, and to grow together, even when things aren't easy. This choice becomes especially important in long-term relationships where routine can easily replace romance and small annoyances can chip away at connection. By choosing him with intention, reigniting appreciation, giving grace, and expressing love, you maintain the emotional bond that keeps the relationship strong and vibrant. Ultimately, choosing him every day doesn't mean denying your own needs or losing yourself. It means honoring love as a living, breathing process, one that deepens when nurtured with conscious effort and compassion. In return, it builds a relationship rooted in trust, security, and lasting intimacy.